Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. Sa video na to ay ituturo ko sa inyo ang series connection of resistors. So kung gusto niyo itong matutunan, just keep on watching. So basically, meron tayong two types of connection na maaaring gawin sa resistors or any electrical or electronic elements. Ito yung series connection at parallel connections. So in this video, magpo-focus tayo sa series connection, particularly nga ng mga resistors. So pag sinabing series connection, ibig sabihin nito, magkaka-connect yung terminals ng resistor end to end. So for example, let's say meron kang isang resistor dito, let's say R1, and then itong dulo niya, itong isang terminal niyang, itong point na to, para maging in series sa isa pang resistor, i-connect pa natin siya sa isang paanong resistor, let's say R2. And then, kung i-connect pa natin ng isa pang resistor dun sa R2, dun sa dulo ng R2, let's say R3, in series na yung tatlong resistors na R1, R2, at R3. So, mapapansin nyo, itong mga tuldok na to o tinatawag nating nodes, siya yung connections nung mga resistors. So, paano kung nilagyan natin ng isa pang connection yung node na to? Let's say dito sa node 1 tsaka node 2. Dito sa node 1 na to, nilagyan pa natin ng isang connection, let's say resistor R4. Pag ganyan yung case, hindi na natin mako-consider na in series yung R1 sa R2. Kasi, meron na tayong 3 connections sa node na to, sa node 1 na to. Sabihin, para maging in series, yung dalawang element, dapat yung node na nagko-connect sa kanila ay sila lang yung nakakonect. Kapag nagkaroon ng pangatlong connection doon sa node na yon, kung saan sila nagko-connect, hindi na sila mako-considered na series. So, dapat wala tayong resistor na nakakonect sa node 1 para in series pa rin yung R1 tsaka R2. Same as sa node 2, dapat wala rin tayong nakakonect pa na pang-apat na resistor para maging in series yung R2 sa R3. So, dapat wala to. Okay, so that's the concept of series connection. So, let's say, meron tayong voltage source or battery with volt, let's say V, and then meron tayong series connection of resistors across that battery. Okay, let's say infinite number of resistors. And then we have the last resistor, let's say this, Rn. So, meron tayong series connections ng resistor, let's say R1, R2, R3, and then extending infinitely until we reach the last resistor, let's say Rn. So, in series sila, kasi nga, nagko-connect sila sa bawat node na to. Tapos, nakasupply yung volt na V. So, therefore, dahil meron tayong voltage na nagsusupply sa series connections ng resistors, meron din tayong dadaloy na kuryente, which is yung I. So, sa series connections na to, meron tayong mga formula na madederive. So, pag kinuha natin yung R total o yung R equivalent nung series connection na to, meron tayong formula na RT is equal to the sum of the individual resistances. So, therefore, we have RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus and so on plus the last resistor, which is Rn. So, in series connection, the total resistance is equivalent to the sum of the individual resistances. Another concept sa series connection ay ang current na dadaloy sa circuit na to, which is also called the total current, or so we can denote this as IT and the voltage as VT. Okay. So yung IT ay kapareho lang nung bawat kuryenteng dadaloy sa individual resistances. So therefore, IT is equal to I1, which is the current flowing sa R1, is equal to I2, which is the current flowing through R2, equal to I3, which is the current flowing to R3, and so on hanggang dun sa current na dadaloy sa Rn, denoted by In. So basically, sa series connection, there is a single current that will flow through each resistor, which is equivalent to the total current. How about for the voltage? So kapag voltage naman, this time, ang total voltage natin ay equal sa voltage drop or sa sum ng voltage drop dun sa bawat resistors. So therefore, we have VT or the total voltage is equal to V1, which is the voltage drop across R1, plus V2, which is the voltage drop across R2, plus V3, which is the voltage drop across R3, plus extending to the voltage drop across Rn, which is Vn. So therefore, yung total voltage na sinupply ng battery natin ay mahahati doon sa bawat voltahe ng mga resistors. So ito yung mga mahalagang concept na dapat nating i-apply sa series connection. And lastly, ang pinakamahalaga na ma-apply natin ay yung Ohm's law. So kung i-apply natin yung Ohm's law, we have VT is equal to IT times RT. Okay. So yan yung mga concepts o mga formula na dapat nating malaman kapag kino-consider natin ang series connections of resistors. So let's have some example. Let's say we have a battery that is 20 volts and we have connected across that battery 3 resistors that are in series. So let's denote this as R1, which is equal to, let's say, 10 ohms. This one as R2, let's say 50 ohms. And R3, let's say 100 ohms. And therefore, there will be a total current that will flow through this series connection of resistors. Let's denote this as IT. Okay. Let's now try to find what is IT, what is I1, I2, I3, as well as V1, V2, and V3. So the first step kapag magsasolve tayo ng series connections of resistor is to find the equivalent resistance. Okay, so to find the equivalent resistance, we have the formula which is just the sum of the individual resistances. So since meron lang tayong tatlong resistor, add lang natin yung tatlong resistors na to. So we have RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Substituting the value, we have 10 ohms plus 50 ohms plus 100 ohms. Therefore, our RT is equal to 160 ohms. Now, after we obtain the RT, we can now find the total current by using the Ohm's law. So therefore, using Ohm's law, we have IT is equal to VT over RT. Substituting, we have VT equals to 20 volts and RT is 160 ohms. Therefore, IT is equal to 0.125 amps or 125 milliamps. So ngayong alam na natin yung total current doon sa series connection, malalaman na natin yung bawat kuryente doon sa bawat resistor. Kasi nga, kapag sa series connection, equal lahat yung kuryenteng dadaloy doon sa resistor R1, R2, at RT sa total current na IT. So therefore, IT is equal to I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3, which is 0.125 ampere. Okay. So ngayon, tapos na tayo sa IT, I1, I2, at I3. Hanapin naman natin yung V1, V2, V3. So paano natin nahanapin? Simply, apply lang natin yung Ohm's law. Since V is equal to current times resistor, meron na tayong current sa bawat resistor and alam naman natin yung value ng bawat resistances, ma-apply na natin yung Ohm's law. So let's say for V1, we have I1 times R1. So we have 0.125 ampere times R1, which is 10 ohms. That is equal to 1.25 volts. Same as V2, it is equal to I2 R2, which is equal to 0.125 amps times R2 is 50 ohms. So that's equal to 6.25 volts. And then lastly, for V3, we have I3 times R3. So we have 0.125 amps times R3, which is 100 ohms. So that's equal to 12.5 volts. So to verify the formula that Vt is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, let's add the voltages that we obtain. So we know that Vt is 20 volts. So let's try to add 20 volts is equal to V1 is 1.25 volts plus 6.25 volts, which is V2, plus V3, which is 12.5 volts. So therefore, the formula is correct that the sum of the voltages is equal to the voltage supplied by the battery, which is 20 volts. Okay, so that is the concept of series connections of resistors. So sana ay may natutunan kayo sa video na to at maraming salamat sa panonood.